book, there's a part in the book where you say that he came in and told you that he had smashed one of your girls.
Oh, when he
yes.
wrapped up? Oh, I wasn't worried about that. I mean, I was just, that's just how life goes when you locked up.
The craziest thing about Wayne, what people don't understand, you get a lot of, younger cats that's listen to him now and they feel he a new artist, but I go all the way back to the Hot Boy days, and being 13, listening to this dude, just remembering the staple that he put on the game back then all the way to now, to have that longevity years behind it. So for him, to actually acknowledge, what I'm doing.
Consider this. Rapping Kendrick's diss tune directed at Drake while live is Lil Wayne. Sounds crazy, correct? But it did happen, and the full behind-the-scenes narrative is making waves right now. Kendrick has a long history with Lil Wayne. Wayne and Drake also do so. Wayne is suddenly taking sides, so why is that? Let's get into the background, the feud, and the shocking turn of events that you weren't expecting. 100% of the audience at Lil Wayne's latest show believed he was on Team Kendrick. The twist is that they might be completely mistaken. In the rap game, things aren't always as they seem. Wayne is not one to jump ship. He has a history with both of these individuals. Why then did he do it? What's actually happening in the background? Let's examine this hip-hop conflict to see who is really faithful. Did you really believe that you were an expert on Lil Wayne and Kendrick's relationship? Rethink your thoughts. These two legendary rappers have a long history together, and their surprising backstories will change the way you perceive the current state of affairs. Let's turn the clock back a little. Do you recall when Kendrick first gained popularity? Guess who he was modeling himself after then? Yes, nobody else besides Lil Wayne. Not only was Kendrick a fan, he was completely enamored with Wayne's fashion sense. Rumor has it that Kendrick used to spend hours attempting to rhyme like Wheezy. This is where things become really fascinating though. Kendrick wasn't content to just look up to Wayne. Nope. He went all out and released the entire C4 mixtape, which was essentially a tribute to Wayne's songs. And here's the kicker. Wayne himself approved of it. For young Kendrick, this truly is a dream come true, correct? Okay, but that was eons ago, you might be thinking at this point. But Kendrick's enthusiasm for Wayne didn't end there. So hang on to your hats. Wayne was still receiving affection from Kendrick even after he shot to fame. In his popular song, Humble. In a statement, Kendrick made a direct reference to Wayne's influence. We want to end on a high note, Soprano C. But there's still more. These two were more than simply admirers from afar. In fact, they got together in the studio and started a fire. Do you recall the song Mona Lisa? Yes, that was Kendrick and Wayne showcasing to the world the result of two rap artists coming together. Fans embraced it with fervor. It demonstrated that their regard for one another was more than simply words. It was the actual thing. This is where things start to get a little crazy. When Kendrick revealed inadvertently how he had learned to rap, guess what happened? Wayne was the main contributor.
The thing about Wayne, what people don't understand, you get a lot of, younger cats that's listen to him now and they feel he a new artist, but I go all the way back to the Hot Boy days, and being 13, listening to this dude, just remembering the staple that he put on the game back then all the way to now, to have that longevity years behind it. So for him, to actually acknowledge, what I'm doing right now, and see it as a path the same way, the longevity that he created is a great feeling to actually share that same stage and that same moment.
Is it really true? One of the best lyricists of all time, Kendrick Lamar, studied Lil Wayne's approach to understand how to write lyrics. Given their lengthy past, one would assume that Wayne and Kendrick would be extremely close. Correct? That's where the story gets more complicated. Wayne's caught in the thick of this Kendrick and Drake feud. As it currently stands, let's now discuss Drake and Wayne. These two are more than just rappers. They resemble family. There's more to their story than meets the eye, even if you might assume you already know it. Do you recall Drake's early years? Wayne was more than just a well-known figure who offered him an opportunity. No, he treated Drake as if he were a younger brother. Drake too? He was fully engaged, absorbing all that Wayne had to impart to him. Drake famously remarked, "Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne. I am here because of him. He is my mentor and my hero." That isn't idle chatter. It was Wayne who truly made Drake famous. Boom, he signed him to Young Money. Drake's career shot to prominence. However, it went beyond business. These two were constantly working together in the studio, creating hits one after the other. Do you recall Bedrock? What about the catchphrase? Yes, Wayne and Drake were showcasing their combined abilities to the public during those moments. It appeared as though nothing could separate them for years. In interviews, Drake would constantly praise Wayne and refer to him as his hero. Wayne, too, observing his protege ascend to the top of the charts, made him proud. This is when the intriguing part comes in. You would expect that Wayne would always have Drake's back given their intense love for one another. Correct? Guess what, though? It's not really that easy. You see, there have been rumors of turmoil in Paradise. Recall the incident involving Wayne's girlfriend during his incarceration? Yes, that took place. It was also more than simply a hearsay. Wayne claimed that it had wounded him. Though he didn't have to, he didn't mention names. Everybody understood who he was referring to. And now that the Kendrick feud has reached a new level, many are beginning to question whether Wayne truly would ride or die for Drake as everyone had assumed. Or is this a story with deeper layers? In relation to drama, let's take a moment to discuss Drake. You may believe that he is comfortably atop the rap scene. But hey, what do you know? Recently, our child has been taking a lot of serious L's. Yes, you heard correctly. With the Six Gods faltering, people are asking what's going on. When Drake was unstoppable, do you recall? Those seem like very distant memories at this point. Complete Failure, his most recent song featuring Lil Yachty. Anticipating it to be the next great thing, fans were ecstatic, but nobody seemed to be feeling super soaked when it dropped. It's accurate to describe the music as mid at best. Here's the genuine tea though. This song isn't the only one. Rumor has it that Drake has been releasing mediocre songs for the past 3 years. Being off your game for that long is quite a while, especially considering you are supposedly one of the biggest names in rap. And before you say that's awful, listen to what follows. Recall all the rumors about Drake's ghostwriting that have been circulating? They're back, and they're coming for you. Some claim that he is depending on other authors, such as Lil Yachty, to create his lyrics. Hurt. For a guy who is regarded as one of the best in the game, that has to hurt. Hold on though, because things get messier yet. Not Like Us, a diss tune that Kendrick Lamar recently released, contains some really severe disinformation about Drake. We're discussing charges that will astound you. Kendrick isn't holding back when discussing some past conflict that Drake undoubtedly would prefer to forget. Grab this. The line, "on Wayne's girl while he was in jail," appears in Kendrick's song. That is deceitful. Then obtain an apology tattling his face like a bitch. Yes, you read correctly. Kendrick claims that while Lil Wayne was incarcerated, Drake had an affair with his girlfriend. What a low blow that was. Drake is currently embroiled in this problem as a result of his music failing, charges of ghostwriting surfacing, and his unclean laundry being made public. Everything seems to be collapsing at once. Drake is undoubtedly feeling a little alone right now because Wayne seems to be siding with Kendrick. Not Like Us, a diss tune by Kendrick Lamar, is trending everywhere. What then is the significance of this song? This isn't your typical diss. Kendrick made a strong debut and is directly targeting Drake's standing. Recall everything that was said concerning Drake's recent difficulties? Kendrick isn't holding back though. He's making some very dubious accusations against Drake. Some have dubbed the entire track Scorched Earth. Kendrick is serious about his game. He intends to destroy Drake's reputation and all of his abilities. But this song wasn't released overnight. In actuality, it's Kendrick's third jab against Drake in as many days. Yes, it is correct. In 2 days, 3 tunes. So now Kendrick and Drake are engaged in a full-fledged conflict. Nowadays, the topic is more than just who is a better rapper. Kendrick is effectively calling Drake out as a false buddy, bringing up past conflicts and casting doubt on his loyalty. And what is Wayne's current situation? He's caught in the thick of things. Drake, his protege, is being hauled about by Kendrick, who has always looked up to Wayne. Wayne is also letting everyone hear about his personal drama. Recall how we assumed Wayne was remaining silent during all of this drama? Guess what though? The tea is hotter than we thought after our boy Weezy spilled it. What he's confirmed about Drake will shock you. Here's the situation then. Wayne is at last talking about the whole situation involving Drake and his girlfriend. It's not pretty, I assure you.
You know, I was just, you know, that's just how life goes when you locked up. Yeah, I know.
But she's done, you moved on. Life is good. Life is good. Will you rap about that? Do you think it'll end up on a song maybe you two might, you know?
No.
Wayne didn't merely attest to its occurrence. He opened up about the feelings it gave him. He maintained it had nothing to do with Drake in particular. When a guy is imprisoned, she is the kind of woman he never wants to discover. Or perhaps he should, since who knows what I would have done if I hadn't been imprisoned at the moment. Knowing that she was a Drake was the worst thing I could have ever learned. Sincerely, that hurt like a man. Not because Drake was involved. Any man could have been involved. That ached in the same way. Wayne has only brought it up recently. Why? That is the $1 million question after all. Perhaps he's been holding on to this for years, and Kendrick's diss tune gave him the confidence to say something. But this is when the intriguing part starts. Wayne isn't merely brushing Drake aside. In reality, he's attempting to clarify the circumstances. Grab this. He said his girlfriend had told him about it before they were even formally dating, but she had withheld it from him for the entire time. We suddenly have this huge jumble of feelings. Wayne is attempting to make sense of everything while simultaneously feeling deceived. Drake, too? He must be feeling really uncomfortable right now. Wayne now made a total adjustment. Imagine Lil Wayne abruptly starting to spit out Kendrick's Not Like Us while performing live in Vegas. The assembly becomes ecstatic. No way, everyone is thinking. Wayne, did he just take a stand? The fans thought Wayne was on Team Kendrick at all costs, and they were going crazy. But that's just half the story, so hold on. You see, Wayne pulled off a fast one that left everyone scratching their heads while he was up there performing Kendrick's hit. Wayne changed it to "They don't like us" from Kendrick's original statement that they don't like us. That may not seem like much now, but in the rap game, that conveys a very different message. People began to wonder if Wayne was genuinely making fun of Kendrick's diss. Was this, after all, his way of supporting Drake? Wayne was wearing an Ovo owl pendant during all of this. That's Drake's label, right? Yes, that's Ovo. Wayne is currently performing Kendrick Lamar's diss song, but he's wearing Drake's chain and has altered the lyrics. What then is the true situation here? Is Wayne on the Kendrick or Drake team? Or is he merely stirring things up and observing while everyone goes crazy attempting to solve the puzzle? Wayne is definitely not making it simple for anyone to figure out who his true allies are. The beef has changed significantly as a result of this entire show. Both admirers and detractors are scratching their brains, attempting to figure out what Wayne is actually saying. Is he acting hypocritically? Is he betraying Drake in secret? Is he simply enjoying the suspense that surrounds him? One said, "We're getting Kendrick against Lil Wayne." Essentially, it's South versus West. Come on, let's go. Some supporters were completely lost on the point. Actually, they've been under the impression that Wayne had joined Kendrick the entire time. Lil Wayne's rapping is so insane, bro. Drake's tattoo itches like crazy tonight, I bet. Yes, you're correct on it. Drake's tattoo of Wayne on his arm is evidence of their close relationship. Recall how everyone has been attempting to determine whether Wayne is on Team Kendrick or Team Drake. All right, get set for this. What if he doesn't support either side? What if Wayne is going to get into a fight with Kendrick of his own? Yes, you heard correctly. There's been some serious discussion lately over the possibility of a confrontation between Wayne and Kendrick. There has always been a strange mixture of antagonism and respect between Wayne and Kendrick. For years, Kendrick had looked up to Wayne and even imitated his early style. However, it appears that this respect may be evolving into rivalry. Things will definitely change if Wayne and Kendrick truly do get into a fight. We are discussing a matchup between two of the biggest names in hip-hop. Everything could alter as a result. Who collaborates with whom? Who is buddies with whom? What genre of music will we be hearing too? Drake too? He's undoubtedly wondering what this means for him as he watches all of this unfold from a distance. Do you believe you understand the entire story? Rethink your thoughts. When Wayne and Drake were best friends, do you recall? It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, according to people with direct knowledge of the incident. It seems that Wayne had considered releasing Drake from his label at one point. Why? Due to his belief that Drake was becoming too large for his boots. The shocking part is that Kendrick was the one who convinced Wayne not to do it. Yes, you did indeed hear that. Once Kendrick, the same artist dissing Drake right now, saved his career. And that's not even the most absurd aspect. Here's the thing. Rumors have it that all three of them are on a secret collaboration. Track. It was predicted to be the biggest hip-hop release in years. Unfortunately, something happened in the studio, and the song is currently sealed away in a vault and will never be heard again. What took place? Wayne's recent strange behavior may have anything to do with this, though no one can be certain. You may be asking yourself, why aren't they just hashing it out, given all of this drama? It seems that they gave it a go. Industry sources have repeatedly stated that in the past year alone, there have been at least 3 attempts to hold peace negotiations. However, something goes wrong each time. Drake once arrived later than expected, and Kendrick bailed out. Wayne once again neglected to inform Drake about the meeting in its entirety. Even when they try to make amends, it seems like these guys can't seem to get it together. Many in the industry are baffled by all of this back and forth. It's like watching a soap opera with better beats, according to a producer who has collaborated with all 3 of them. And he's not entirely incorrect. This is where things really start to get confusing, though. Remember how Wayne has been giving mixed signals, doing Kendrick Lamar's diss tune and wearing Drake's chain and everything? Well, there may be a cause behind that. There is a rumor that Wayne is attempting to mediate a settlement between Drake and Kendrick. Yes, he is playing both sides, but all of this is a part of a larger scheme to reunite everyone. That is, of course, presuming Wayne has any idea what he's doing. According to some close to him, he's just winging it and trying to please Kendrick and Drake while he considers his next course of action. He's playing a risky game, and one misstep could end up backfiring on him. However, their careers could be severely harmed by this dispute. Consider it. These guys have spent years at the top. However, it appears that a few of them may be about to tumble. Consider Drake as an illustration. For a brief period, he was the hip-hop industry's golden kid. But this scandal has made everyone wonder about everything about him. His abilities, his devotion, and his moral fiber. And when fans begin to have doubts, you know what happens? Yes, the album sales begin to decline. However, Drake isn't the only one having problems. Though Kendrick may believe he's sitting pretty at the moment, he's engaged in risky behavior. Yes, with his diss recordings, he's got the upper hand. But what if this goes wrong? He might burn bridges that he will never be able to repair. Wayne too? He's walking a tightrope, man. If he chooses the wrong side in this dispute, he might lose half of his fan following overnight. And consider all the collaborations he has planned. If artists are unsure of whose team he is on, do you think they will still want to collaborate with him? What is the ultimate goal here then? That then is the $1 million query. Rumor has it that we could be in for some major surprises. There are many who claim that Wayne is working on a secret track that has the potential to transform everything. Some believe Drake is about to make a huge comeback that will silence everyone. And what about Kendrick? His recent silence has left many curious about what he's been up to. As a result, everyone is alert and unsure of what may happen next. Share your opinions in the comments section. I'm excited to hear what you think. Don't forget to click this like and subscribe, so you won't wish to miss the following.